Hello and welcome to Night Talks with Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. All right, we're going to jump right into this. Okay, so now here's something that I don't think you guys quite realized in my last two videos, okay? The main concept or understanding is this. A narcissist, okay, you know how other people, I'm sure you've heard it on other videos or maybe even heard it from me in the past. Narcissists don't know who they are. They have no clue. They have no clue who they are. They're always trying to copy the next person that comes into their life. They try to mirror them. And like I said in the past, it's what children and also what animals do when they're first born what children do it for the first 6.5, 7 years. It's called imprinting, okay? So basically, you're just copying everything around you. And that's why it's so freaky being around a narcissist, because they start when you first meet them, they talk a certain way, but then after they start spending time with you, they start using your words and your phrases and your language. And whoa, what? It makes your mind kind of wig out. So my point being is this: they don't know who they are. So sorry, excuse me. They ultimately have no idea who they are. They are really lost beings. And so my point is this: they are constantly trying to construe this false reality and all these beliefs and rules. And as I said in the last two videos, is the problem with it.
Okay, so let's make sure we're clear on what imprinting is. Okay, imprinting is when a baby duck, when it's first born, the first being it sees, that's what it imprints on. It just copies that person, or hopefully a mama duck, okay? Now, if they don't first see a mama duck, they see when a baby duck is born, when it first hatches and it sees like a person, it imprints on that person and it will follow that person around. And so what imprinting is, it copies behaviors, what you say, what you do, facial expressions, body language. It imprints on everything that you do. It's like it's in its brain. It's taking photographs and videos and audio. It's just copying and copying and copying. This is what a narcissist does every time they meet a new person. Now you might be asking, well, why? So here's how we develop. We first develop for the first 6 years. We imprint. That is called, 6 to 7, so 6.5 years to 7. That's called the imprinting stage. Okay, just like an animal, just like a duck, just like a whatever animal. Now, this is our lower reptilian brain, which is on top of the brainstem. It's a very small brain. It's the fight or flight. It's the instinctual brain that keeps us alive and makes sure we reproduce, okay? So after we turn around approximately 7 years, we begin to take on our social values, okay? So between 7 and 14, we take on our social values. And then at 14, oh man, I'm drawing a blank, damn it. Oh, I forgot it. So at 14, you do another one. I forget that stage. So here's my point. The reason why narcissists seem so off and so weird, they are literally stuck in the imprinting phase. They never got out of it. Now remember, this is in your reptilian brain. Well, your reptilian brain also has a hunter mode. That's why narcissists stalk people, just like a tiger or a leopard or a wild animal that literally will sit there and watch and watch and watch and study their prey. And this is also why they won't let you go, even when they get rid of you. Then they're going to hoover you back. All of this stuff is predator instincts. It's instincts. Now here's the deal. They're using their instinctual brain just like a predator does. It's the same system. So I'm going to kind of digress a little bit, because we're leading into other subjects. But for right now, all I want you to know is this: they are stuck in their imprinting brain and they can't get out. This is why they can't change. So another thing I want to talk about real quick based on this, on using the reptilian brain being stuck there is, have you ever seen a cat play with a mouse? Like, it'll injure it a little here and then it'll catch it again and bite into it and let it go. And they're just playing with it. Now they're literally physically torturing this animal. Now, lions and tigers have been known to do this. I just saw a thing on television about how orca whales will literally play like volleyball with a seal. They'll whack it up into the air, and it's damaging, it's hurting it, and it's physically hurting it. They enjoy hurting people. So if you've ever questioned yourself, well, it seems like they're enjoying just tormenting me. They do. It's just like a cat that's tormenting a mouse. It lets it go, and it grabs it and digs its claws into it, lets it go again, and bites into it the next time, and the mouse is squealing and screaming for its life, basically. And the cat, literally, the cat is having fun. So yes, this is what narcissists do, and yes, they are having fun hurting you. And just like the cat, it's a game. They get an extreme adrenaline rush from this. This is something you have to understand. Like, the chemicals are released into their bloodstream, and they're getting a high off it. This is predatory behavior.
The problem with it is narcissists are constantly trying to remember the beliefs they told you, like what politics they are. Because with other people, they'll go from like left-wing liberal, and then with another group of people, they'll be like, okay, I'm a Republican with these people. And they completely change their beliefs. They totally support this guy now. Whereas with the other people, oh, that guy's a loser, he sucks. And so they have to constantly remember, okay, what did I say to this person? What did I tell them about this? Because they make everything up. So it's like they're constantly doing patchwork because they make mistakes with people. So the longer you know a narcissist, the more you start to go, wait a minute, this guy, that doesn't make sense. Yesterday he told me the complete opposite. And when you confront them, like, oh, I did? Or they'll go, no, I didn't. Nope, that wasn't me. You got me confused with someone else. They have a lot of games or a lot of things to, if they get caught in a lie, they have a ton of responses to flip it back on you or say, oh, no, I was tired. I wasn't thinking clear. Or they have all kinds of things. So, but the ultimate point is this. I want to get right to it. Is they are in this 100-mile-an-hour whirlwind of holding together this grand delusion, okay? There's just all these false lies and fake beliefs. And now I'm not even trying to be mean right now. I'm trying to help you understand something. Is they are basically on the verge of panic, of constantly trying to remember, okay, now what did I tell this group of people? What did I tell this guy about this? Did I believe or think or, whatever? And so it's constant patchwork. So they're on the verge of collapse, always. They're on the verge of being discovered. They're on the verge of just constantly anxiety and panicking, okay?
All right, so now you want to know a way that you can get back at a narcissist and set them up? So once you discover someone's a narcissist, one of the things I'll do is I'll tell them something about me that's just totally not true at all. Like, not even true. Like, I'll say I'm afraid of this, or I don't know. Yeah, there's something I had yesterday I wanted to put in a video. I can't remember right now. But I told this guy, once I realized they're a narcissist, I just flat out told him something that wasn't true at all about me. Just not, and it wouldn't affect me emotionally if they tried to pull the bullshit. And so, of course, he started playing games around that issue, right? And so I'm just kind of grinning at him. He's kind of looking like, wow, it's not affecting him. That's weird. So here's the real thing for this that I'm trying to say right here. So if you really want to mess with a narcissist, because they constantly flip-flop, depending on what group or person they're with, okay, so one of you be a really strong Republican, okay? Even if you're not, it doesn't matter. And then have someone else act like they're a real strong Democrat / left-wing liberal. But don't be friends. Meet them separately. And then really tell them and be really strong and look, oh, okay, man, yeah, man. And so then they're like, okay, I got to be liberal with this guy. And then they're like, oh yeah, I got a Republican with this guy. And then what you do after you've known the guy for a month or so, or whatever, however long you've both been, you sit down, they're like, yeah, I'm totally this. And then with the other person, like, yeah, they're like, I'm this. Then what you do is you set up a meeting where one of you is supposed to meet him, but then the other one shows up, and then you get into the whole, political, argumentation, Republican versus liberal, and then just call them on their shit. Just be like, well, what are you? And they're, watch them have a freaking meltdown right there. So you can do this with anything. It doesn't have to be politics. You can do it with any kind of issue, okay? Now here's the deal. Now that two of you know that this person's a narcissist, and call them on that too out loud. Say it verbally out loud. That you're a narcissist and you've been playing us and blah, blah, blah. And I know and blah, you know, with me you're Republican, with him you're liberal. Call them out loud. Now here's what's going to happen. They will never, ever fuck with you again. And if they do, then you just go around town telling everybody, now this guy's a bullshit and here's what he did. I'm this and that. And with me he's this way, with them he's that way. So you can literally, like, this is ammunition. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you truly lay down the law and you do this hard, they will never fuck with you again.